Good evening and welcome to The Least We Could Do with your hosts, Jimmy and Dwayne.
That's right.
It's me.
Hey.
Hey, Kyle.
That's right. It's The Least We Could Do, coming to you every Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're almost late tonight. I think we got in before it changed over to 8:01, so we're all good.
Episode
Kyle
14.
asleep at the wheel. That is Kyle, our lovely and talented producer. Thank you, Kyle, once again for being here.
He is lovely.
And I'm liking the fact that we don't talk at all during the week. There was a point where we started the show and we were like, there was meetings and maybe some chit chats, check-ins during the week, like making sure. Now we're running like a well-oiled machine. We are just showing up right when we're supposed to and getting the show done. My show
I feel like
wonderful.
we're better.
I
feel like we're better when we don't talk.
This is my best show ever, right, Dwayne?
Definitely your best show ever.
My co-host to my right, Dwayne Primo, from Louisiana.
That's right. I'm wearing my Raging Cajuns.
A state that does not believe in masks. That it is their body, their right. They do not need to listen to any of the science. And because of those assholes over there in Louisiana, LSU and Alabama didn't play tonight because they had contact tracing showed that, like,
to be fair,
sucking on the COVID toes of some chick in Slidell. And it turns
sure
out
that there were positive COVID tests on both sides.
Oh,
not that I care. I don't fucking
sides.
like LSU anyway.
All of a sudden, we vote the guy out already. You're adopting his language. There was good people on both sides. Okay,
Raging Cajuns, baby.
Dwayne Primo, everybody. Good to see you, Dwayne. You doing okay?
I am good, sir.
Okay,
I am good.
Right. We've got a jam-packed show for you tonight. But before I get to it, let's thank some of our sponsors. We've got Ancient Astronaut Theorist University, Jimmy's Bazaar. Thank you, Jimmy's Bazaar. Thank you, Styko's Nut Scrub.
Styko's Nut Scrub.
Premier industrial hand cleaner.
One nut at a time.
One nut at a time. And Fluffy White Biscuits, still a sponsor, right? Have they not run out of sponsorship money? Or they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Fluffy White Biscuits. Not? And then last week we had my neighbor's burger truck as a last minute sponsor because he fed me before the show. But we then went on to talk about his enterprise. And misnaming it on the air for 10 to 15 minutes. So let's give a good and a correct shout out to Luke's Inside Out Burger. Luke's Inside Out Burger, not what we said.
Does that mean that the meat is the bun?
No, look, there's Jimmy's Bazaar, which is Jimmy 'S Bizarre, BIZARRE, a play on words, so to speak.
I'd be interested to know if Luke actually changed the name of the establishment after the show, after we gave him shit.
No, he didn't. He's like, by the way, I changed the name. No.
Hey, I shouldn't have went with In and Out. I should have went with Inside Out. So a much better idea.
No, I don't want to give us credit for this because I believe it was already named Luke's Inside Out, and it's like
for being his conscience.
It's a play on words. No, like I noticed he was wearing a shirt, and I was going to tell him, "Hey, man, your shirt's on Inside Out," but then I saw that the logo was easily readable on the front, so it wasn't Inside Out. And
was it backwards?
But no, that's his thing. Luke's Inside Out. And the t-shirts have the tag on the outside, so it looks like it's inside out, but it's right. Actually, you know what? He might even turn the shirts inside out and have them screen printed that way. That's how brilliant the guy is, and he's bringing that to his marketing. He's bringing that to the products that he's selling you. You know, he's taking that care and putting it into his burger. Try
More
Luke
importantly,
Inside Out.
how was the burger?
There's our sponsors. Do we have any other sponsors?
How was the burger? That's what I want to know.
We always have, the Austin Facial Hair Club by our side. They're not really a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they're what brought us together.
They're what's brought us together. And we've got a meeting. If you're unfamiliar with the Austin Facial Hair Club, it is a club of people with facial hair, and not only people with facial hair, but people that like to make facial hair and put it on. So if you want to join, it's open to all. All are welcome is our motto. And that's the AFHC. So there's that. That's the business out of the way.
I'd also like to give a shout out to all our friends who are out at Beardapalooza in Nolanville.
Is it in Killeen? Is it Killeen where they're doing that?
Nolanville, Texas, I believe is the city.
Excellent.
Oh, I totally forgot to send this. Tune in.
Dylan says meeting next Sunday.
Oh, it's not this
Sunday.
This
no,
one.
we already had one last Sunday.
How is that possible? Because this is going to be the second.
You missed the meeting last Sunday.
This is going to be the second Sunday. It's the second and the fourth. Or is it the first and the third?
We're doing it every other now.
I think it's every other because of COVID's.
Just
COVID times. COVID times.
Obligatory. We're just doing every other, not second and fourth. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be difficult to keep up with. Okay, you guys just let me know. So no meeting tomorrow. Next Sunday. God bless America. The business is done. On today's show, and he's already here. He's early, but I think he's just listening to the show, so he's not expecting to come on right now.
Dylan says it's the third Sunday. This is the third Sunday. Tomorrow
is the third Sunday of November, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Was somebody knocking on the studio door? I heard something.
Is somebody going to Target?
No.
You think? No? Okay. Threw me off on the 3rd November. Now I want to just go to a calendar and verify this. Can somebody share their screen and show me a calendar? I don't believe this is it's not important. On tonight's show, Al Craig from Interactive.
No, you're right. It's the second Sunday. No, it's the third Sunday. The first was on a Sunday. So it's the third Sunday.
Cool.
This is the third Sunday.
Cool. Move on.
Interactive Crafts. Al Craig is going to be with us. We're going to talk about Renaissance fairs. Have you ever been to the Renaissance fair? You ever wondered like the magic, the allure of going to the fair? You're dressed up in some stuff that you bought at Ross, and it's like, well, because like the first timers, they always show up with their hat.
The first timers buy shit there.
They think it's
like
just
they buy those prepared costumes when you walk in the gates.
The costume shop. Oh yeah.
They hit that up.
They
get their first little taste.
That is what I did the first time I went. I dressed in a way that I could cover it up, and like I bought a flowy shirt. You got to get a flowy shirt, and then I got I don't know. They were some like billowy pants and a belt.
Right.
And then billowy. I felt
you didn't go with the with the satin tights.
No. But I wore tennis shoes. So I was wearing that outfit with tennis shoes.
Yeah, you got laughed at, didn't you?
No, I mean, I'm sure there's some like
there were some sniggers
group of people taking pictures of me, and I'm on some Reddit channel somewhere. But
speaking of all of this,
that's not the point. We're gonna get to the bottom of the politics behind the veil of all the magic.
I don't know how many times you've said this, but
fair.
Cheers.
Yeah. Drinking word of the night is fair.
What do you got there?
Lone Star again.
Lone Star.
Yeah, I've gotten
got some twisted tea.
It's Lone Star's close and it's cheap, and it goes down like a Rocky Mountain stream. I don't know.
I think that's the wrong slogan. company.
We got a special guest, and I think you can hear me. Shake your head if you can hear me. Okay, Paul. We're gonna have Paul Hendricks join us here, but I just want to talk about what the rules of this discussion are, because we have had Paul on, and I love his show. If you aren't following Paul E. Hendricks on Facebook, start following him. You
gotta like that YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, punch it.
Yeah, and then
it's my favorite show.
He talks
Besides
about
this one.
all kinds of stuff. Now, this is the deal. I want to talk about what he talks about, but we cannot talk about what he's talking about tonight.
We can't talk about weed
because the last couple times when I've tried to advertise the show using Boost, it has gotten banned. Okay, so we're not going to say any of the trigger words so that this doesn't get banned. Does everybody understand? Shake your head. Yes, Dwayne, if you understand. Okay,
Mary Jane.
Now the goal is I'm going to bring Paul on, and we're not going to talk about any of these things that could get us banned, but we're going to talk about his show, how you can listen to it, and then possible ways that we can get him on here without him being so specific about everything and like showing you everything. But we're gonna talk to you. Okay, so let's bring Paul on. I got him.
Hey, Paul. Buddy.
What's up, gentlemen?
So yeah, how are you? Love.
I'm doing really well.
Strain on Society is
you look good. You look sad a little.
Yeah, he looks sad.
I am. Well, we all know what Strain on Society is about, so I'll say I am very, very much strain on society right now.
Gotcha.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Oh my.
Do you have a regular time when you release your shows?
11 o'clock, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesdays on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, usually depending on when it's done editing. Sometimes on YouTube, if you're subscribed, I'll put it out the day before.
That's fair.
So if you get notifications, until I get my website up and running, which is really, could be in the next couple of weeks, but I'm lazy.
Okay. But that will be strainonsociety.com.
Correct. So
everybody can share that or save that as a favorite right now.
Yeah, right now. Because then on there, it's going to be also, that's where I'll just have a deluge of just stupid crap that I do. When you come over, you know what I mean? Jimmy comes over.
Deluge or deluge?
Both, I think, is what I'm talking about here, but it could be deluge.
Aloha or aloha?
Could be night luge.
Could be reluge.
That was actually the first name of Bob Seger's night moves.
Night luge.
Night luge.
Working on the night luge.
Sliding.
So look, I'm sorry that we don't have.
We can't talk about weed.
No,
we can't talk about the strain of the week.
No, can't talk about any of
that.
We
could say trees. Say trees.
And then
Scooby snacks.
So I am sorry that we're not going to have the
spotlight strain
spotlight this week. But everybody can go and find Paul on Facebook, Paul E. Hendricks, and watch his Strain on Society. It's a lot of S words.
Yeah, and if you go into my my Instagram at Paul E. Hendricks too, there's if you go onto my page, IGTV series of Strain on Society, and that's got all of them in there and one stop shopping, except it's free.
Okay, and then next week, my plan is to have a technology expert to help us dive into some of these problems that we're running into, and then let's get us.
I wanted to.
We know, Amber. But look, let's get it so that we can make this profitable for all of us. And when I say profitable, I mean I just want people following me. That's it.
Yeah.
Give me money.
Let's make weed acceptable again.
Well, it's funny. I mean, I'm glad that you had not glad that you had this issue, but when my website was, when I have it up, I was going to start promoting it also on Facebook. So now I know I'm going to have to do like completely different segments. I won't be able to promote the actual show. I'll have to do advertising little segments to promote. Right. It doesn't have it in there because there's but I didn't know that, so I'm glad I know that now. And it's weird to me because alcohol companies can do that, and now it's legal in how many states? It's weird that it falls under the category it falls under, but whatever. It's a free service that we're using, so I'm not.
We're balancing and on the edge here of accidentally saying why we were banned that we can't talk about, or else this might get banned. Because this is the thing, I don't have the resources. Like, this just goes up onto Facebook and the YouTube.
I have a question.
So we're done. And we don't have the time to pull it down, edit it.
So what I hear, Jimmy, is they're not being very fair with you.
That's correct. Thank you.
Cheers.
Life's not fair, Jimmy.
Oh,
you're right. Okay, the whole show can't be a drinking game, but it is. The whole show is a drinking game.
I'm almost done, so
drinking word of the night is fair. Paul, thank you so much. Good seeing you the other day. Your dogs are wonderful. Tell your wife that I loved her cookies.
Oh, I will.
Were they pot cookies?
No. Jesus, Dwayne.
I mean, you're blowing my experiment out of the water here, but thank you.
Yeah, we're doing this. Is all. This is all. He's figuring out some math right now.
Right.
I thought you'd be on
see what happens. Well, it's not my show, bro. I mean,
it's not his show either.
Well, okay, we're gonna do this
his
again.
show. It's our show.
Well, but I want you guys to be able to be successful and market it and advertise it. And if my being a part of prohibiting that, I don't want to do that. I would never want to do that. And it also leads me to think now I have to be creative with how I'm going to market my show once I start marketing on social media. I've got videos kicked off TikTok. Like, they take them right now when I've smoked in them.
Here, look, I think that this
just happened recently.
I think that this experiment should have started.
Okay, but
just
look,
doing the strain spotlight. No, don't time out me. This experiment should have started with doing the strain spotlight without any smoking. I think it was the act of smoking.
Okay. God damn it. I'm trying to get you to not say the freaking word. Okay?
What?
Because that is the trigger word. What you just said 3 times now. Okay? So you blew it. Okay? So great. Thank you. Thank you, Paul.
You're smoking hot right now, aren't you? Smoking hot mad.
You blew it. You blew it. Because there's some dude in India that watches this show and goes, "Oh, they said that word." That's so weird.
Now we're certainly going to get banned.
That definitely wasn't the racist,
No.
accent.
Okay.
Not at all. Definitely wasn't
that was close to an Indian accent. But I have a tendency to do that. Okay. Goodbye, Paul.
We get banned for weed.
I'll see you guys later on.
Okay.
It's good to see you guys, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay. Love you.
We'll get high. We'll get stoned.
Somebody get him out of here. All right.
Everybody.
That happened. Okay. So look, the bottom line is I got a reason for why our show was banned, and it was because of certain elements of the strain spotlight, and that sucks. I'm sorry. I'm the party pooper. No strain spotlight tonight, but go to Paul's stuff. I don't know why he doesn't have a website. I don't know why he doesn't have a Facebook page. You have to go to his personal page because he got too confused with 2 things to update. So he's old. Forgive him. But it's
why you got to talk about the guy?
Sage advice that you should listen to. Even though he's old. I'm old. You're old. I'm
older than you.
I'm not an ageist too. So we've got him available, and if he shakes his head yes, we'll bring him on here because I'm
looking
ready for
the window to see if he's ready.
I see you're on deck, Al. You ready? You got some.
All right, ready. I think Al's ready. Give us a thumbs up, Al, if you're ready.
All right, so bring into the stage now. This is from Interactive Crafts, Craft Management. He's the consultant to the stars at Renaissance and theme show festivals across the world. He's a federal court recognized expert witness in Ren fairs, and he and his wife also, they make some crafts and sell them, and he's been playing fiddle, got into the business playing fiddle years and years ago, and here he is now. Al Craig, how's it going, Al? Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, it's going good, guys. How's it going with you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, we hear you fine.
All right. And
Loud
this is so good to see you again, Jimmy. Dwayne, it's been so long. I hardly
Nice
recognize
to see
you.
you, man.
Right. Now, it's a funny story how I found Al, because I thought his buddy was a professor at UT in history, and I wanted to talk to him about some historical things that are going on in the world. And I called him and said, "Hey, man, I want to have you on the show." And he says, "I don't think I am who you think I am. I'm not a professor at UT." So, but anyway, he points me over to Al. We have a chit chat and we hit it off, and we're talking about Renaissance fairs. And I was fascinated to find out that there's a whole behind the scenes thing that's going on. And how are you involved in it?
How am I? Well, I was involved. Right now, I'm involved with Interactive Crafts Management, which is kind of a consulting firm that helps craftspeople and Renaissance festivals get together. I go out and look for craftspeople. I jury them. I figure out where to stick them in the show to where they won't interfere with another crafts person.
For vendors and whatnot?
Right, yeah, for vendors. That's basically it. You know, I started as, like Jimmy said, as a musician. And I mean, you were talking about your first costume. It brought to mind my first costume. A friend called me up and said, "Hey, I got a gig down here. You know, do you want to play it?" And I'd been learning a bunch of French tunes. I said, yeah, I'll come down there. I was up in South Dakota at the time. Drive down there, get there, and he said, "Oh, it's a costume thing." I said, "Okay, well, I don't have a costume." So he said, "Well, here, man, here's some long underwear, and you wrap this towel around your head, and I've got an extra bathrobe." So my first costume was long underwear bottoms, a bathrobe, and a towel wrapped around my head. So,
It worked.
Very DIY.
They asked you back. It worked.
Right. The music was good. The costume was bad. Within the day, they said, "You know, we got to get you straightened out here." Well, I was pretty tapped out, and the costume police said, "Hey, man, no sweat." Took me by some costumers. They said, "Here you go." They said, "Come pay us when you can." Took me to a guy that sold hats. "Here, pay us when you can." I walked away going, "Wow, these people are really trusting, you know." This is all handmade goods. And so I had a good feeling about it from the start, because there were people fronting me stuff that had never met me before, you know.
Right.
And I did eventually pay them back, I think.
In one way or another, I'm sure.
Yeah, one way or the other. But yeah, just from that experience, I really kind of got hooked into it. I wasn't into the Renaissance or anything. I was really into my music at the time. And it was a place that I could play this music the way I wanted to play it, when I wanted to play it, how I wanted to play it, except I had to wear like pantyhose and a feather in my hat. You know,
well, I guess that's one of the things that you don't realize, you know, like if you want to be part of it, but you have a skill that you're bringing to the table, if you're not careful, that skill might come with a certain type of outfit. Right.
Yeah, oh yes. Oh yeah. Definitely. I mean, you kind of fell into it. When you get people into a Ren fair, you want them to participate, and the easiest way to participate is to put something on their head. Basically, Ren fairs are a type of interactive theater, which I don't know if you're familiar with the term interactive theater, but basically it's like, if you think of a stage, there's 3 walls, and there's this big barrier called the 4th wall, which is basically that plane between you and the audience. Well, interactive theater attempts to take that wall down. And when they tried it in the theater, they would have actors out in the audience, you know, and yeah, it was a little interactive. But basically at a Ren Fair, when you step through the gates, ideally, and they used to be more this way than they are now, you were walking into basically like a movie.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's interacting with you, you know, all the merchants are speaking in dialect, you know, there's rat catchers coming up and talking to you, you know, and they're trying to get you to play with them, basically.
Yeah.
Because playing is really how you remove all the barriers of adulthood. And as a vendor, it's also how you remove all the barriers of money. You know, this is why when you go to Vegas, they give you those little chips. You know, you're playing and they don't want you to look down and go, oh, I'm betting money. So they give you these chips. Well, it's the same thing in a Ren Fair. We want people to relax and enjoy themselves and remember what it's like to play. And I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, man, I was outside and, I mean, you know, I'm going to go outside and play for a little bit, Mom. And I mean, hours would pass and I'd be totally unaware of it because I was specifically focused on what I was doing at that time.
Right.
And basically I was in the here and now. And that's what a successful Renaissance fair attempts to do, is to bring people in from the 20th century and through play or through performing or sticking a hat on their head or whatever, to get them to remember what it's like to play again. Once they start playing, if I want to sell them a sword, they're like, oh, hell yeah, man, I got to have a sword for the hat, you know?
Right. Now, if you could do it all over again, would you be a knight? Or, you know, like what would you be? It could if, like, you know what I mean? Like, was there an outfit that, oops.
Oh, it's just a tornado warning, no sweat.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no sweat.
Hey, man, if I'm going to go, I can't imagine a better way to go than on Jimmy and Dwayne's podcast, you know?
Right?
It's the least you could do.
It's the least I could do for you guys, right?
Let the twister take the house. Just hold on to the computer as you go.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. How many years have you been involved with these fairs now?
Oh, God. Yeah, close to 40 or 30 something. I don't know, 20, 30.
Wow.
Yeah, probably, yeah, over 30, 35 years, something like that. Yeah, I mean, that's how I made my living, you know?
Yeah. What are some of your favorite fairs in the nation?
Yeah,
there's
you've done more than just Renaissance fairs. You've done like the cowboy shows.
Yeah,
like, what other eras are there?
Well, there's like Old West theme parks,
right?
You know, there's one called Buckskin Joe's that I did. There's one called Silver Dollar City here in Missouri that I've done.
You guys got a lot of those. What do they call them? Single action shooter society guys.
Yeah. I've seen those guys. I don't know much about them, but yeah.
What is that, Dwayne? You just gonna throw out shooter action society guys?
The Single Action Shooter Society are a group of people who reenact the Old West, basically.
Right. Gunfight.
Yep. Single action.
Fan, man, that's the fan movement.
And then you got the Rendezvous guys, right? The Mountain Men.
Yeah. They're heavy into it. The difference
I was into
between
it,
that,
man. I got into the SCA like back in the late 90s.
Well, so, yeah, I was actually going to ask you. I mean, Jimmy said he'd been to a fair, and you were kind of silent on it, Dwayne. So I was eager. Have you been to a fair?
Oh yeah,
I guess so. If you were in the SCA.
I did a lot of the SCA. We used to do these week-long events, like Penzic War and Gulf Wars out in Mississippi.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know Chuck Moore.
Who's that?
Chuck Moore. He's out of Dallas. I can't remember what
kingdom. SCA guy. Yeah, Ansteora.
Yeah.
Ansteora Kingdom guy.
Yeah.
I've been away for a while, but.
Yeah. The SCA is kind of funny because, you know, the first time I went to reenactment was SCA, and it was guys with like duct tape wrapped around pool cues hitting each other with helmets on. I thought, oh, this looks cool, you know. It's not real authentic. Not that Ren fairs are, but a little more than that. And yeah, man. I mean, man, you talk about politics. I met one of the guys that was kind of like a head honcho for that region, and it's like, wow, lots of espionage and intrigue and backstabbing and sneaking around in the night and stuff, So
yeah, it's a very dramatic group.
So why did you get out?
Shit, man, I got married, fucking grew up.
I grew up, yeah.
Playing with swords. I'll be honest with you, it was fun going out for a weekend or for some of those bigger events, like 9 fucking days, beating the shit out of each other with sticks and sleeping in a tent.
So what were you doing? LARPing, but like modern warfare?
That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's LARPing. Yeah,
but you're the doing Society for Creative Anachronism, and they reenact the Middle Ages, and you get dressed up in armor and beat the crap out of each other. And we didn't use live steel. I wanted to get into live steel shit with real swords.
So look, Al, when I told Dwayne that you were coming on the show, and I said that you were a Renaissance Fair expert, he said, "We'll see."
Well, we'll see.
So now, how do you you offer support to vendors and also the fair organizers? Is that right?
Yeah. Basically, I mean, every show has a vendor coordinator or a crafts director or a crafts coordinator. The way these shows are set up is that a piece of land is either bought or leased by an owner, and then they will build a gate, surrounding fence, some food booth. Oh yeah, it looks good, guys.
And then they'll build a castle and
right. Well, yeah, except see, here's a sweet deal about it, and why it got to be such a big deal, is that then they go out and they look for vendors, and they have the vendors build their own buildings. So when you go to a Ren Fair and you see all these beautiful buildings, probably 80% of them are built by the individuals that are craftspeople.
Or just festival goers that have groups or something like that.
Volunteers a lot of time.
Yeah, not really. Most of the booths there are built by people that are going to hopefully make money out of them.
Money from it, yeah.
So consequently, and what you have to do is, this is a weird thing about fairs, is that you're building. Basically, you're making a capital investment, or I'm sorry, a long-term investment in your own business. You're going to invest $5,000 to $20,000 or $30,000, and you're not going to see that right away. And you're doing it by making a capital investment on somebody else's property. Mm-hmm. Okay, now that in itself is strange, except then you have to agree to sign a yearly contract, and it's only good for a year. And the festival can, at any time, take that contract away and take possession of your booth.
Interesting.
That you built.
Right.
And not compensate you at all for the material.
Right. Now, if they do that, I mean, I've talked to several attorneys because I've done court cases, and their biggest question is why would anybody sign one of these? This makes no sense. And the reason we signed them was so we could make a living. The contracts are weighted heavily in the owner's favor.
Right.
But we as craftspeople, through the grapevine, basically can do kind of check them out. God, what's due diligence?
There's a Yelp for fair owners.
A Yelp for fair owners. Fairs are on Yelp,
Yeah.
But there are lots of face groups now.
But like behind the scenes, y'all chit chat. All the vendors talk, and if somebody's a good faith owner, and if they're more prone to kind of fly off the handle.
Right, and that's basically why owners don't just go in and grab booths, or if they do, they try to be somewhat secretive about it, because if they do, then quality professionals will quit applying. In other words, if I've got 2 shows I'm looking to do, and I've heard that this owner over here has taken a booth away, and this owner here hasn't, I'm going to go with them. I'm going to put my money in the festival that has not taken a booth from somebody.
Now, this would be kind of classified under like tyranny, right?
Well, they are the kings, they're the kings of their own little kingdom. When these things are set up, they're set up for the year. It's 2 months. It's kind of the normal fare. And what it is it's a little closed economy. You know, in other words, the festival lets so many people through the gate. Whoever pays the price gets to go through the gate. And so you've got a set number of people that come through the gate. You know, after so many years, you can kind of figure out, okay, they're going to get this many people. They might get 10% more, which is really a good year, or they might get 10% less, which is bad. But you kind of know how much they're going to get.
Right.
So it's this closed economy. And my job was to make sure there weren't too many of any specific medium, like jewelers or leather workers or whatever, to try to make sure that the people that were selling the goods made the goods, preferably. And if they didn't make the goods, they were working for somebody that made the goods that I could talk to and knew. And the idea originally was for people to have an authentic experience. And I don't mean that as an authentic Renaissance experience, but I mean that as an authentic experience in buying something, for example.
As a consumer.
Yeah. And it's kind of weird in this country. We're supposedly such a material country, but we don't really appreciate material items. You know, what's happened to us is that we've gotten into having new items. Right. You know, it's like you have a baby, you buy one of these plastic high chairs. When the baby's old, you sell it at the yard sale. Another baby comes along, you buy another plastic. You know, same with cups or whatever.
But you know, I feel like some people they get drawn to the Renaissance Fair for different reasons. You know, I was lucky.
Right.
I had a lot of different friends that were. I was friends of friends that did the fair, like, and they did it.
Right.
And
they did it all the way,
yeah. So I could always jump on, like, oh, if I want, I could go hang out with those folks when they go this weekend, and then and I could have my like secondary experience. But I had closer to a realistic experience because I went with people that had done it before and were veterans, right?
Right.
But like those people that just show up like, hey, honey, it'd be fun. We had kids. What do we do with them? Let's take them to the Ren Fair.
That's it right there. Yeah. What do we do with them?
Yeah. And they go for the first time. I feel like they are experiencing a market for the first time as well.
Right.
And a lot of people haven't been, a lot of people don't go to flea markets, you know?
Right.
My first experience in a flea market was in Mexico in Matamoros. And then there was nothing worse than when I bought the tchotchke at the first booth. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I bought it.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake, right?
You gotta browse.
All of my allowance money, $10. I was given $10. I bought it for $10. And
that's a good thing.
2 booths down, it's for 2 for $5, you know?
Yeah.
That's a good thing about going to fairs a lot is a lot of times the same vendors hit up the same fairs. Right. So you start to know who's going to be there and you look for your favorites, you know?
That's kind of the idea behind it. That goes back to what I was talking about, authentic products. It's like if I go buy a mug at Walmart and I pay $10 for it and it's got a cat on it or whatever, you know, I don't really give a shit about the mug. Pardon my French, but you know, it sits in the cabinet or whatever. I wash it, I put it away. If it breaks, no big deal. If I go to a potter, let's say I go to a show, I meet this beautiful woman and she throws pottery and I'm looking at her and I'm looking at the pots and I'm going, oh man, this is so cool. This is so nice.
And you show her a picture of your cat.
Yeah.
And she puts
your cat on the mug. Right. Well, a lot of people like that personalized touch, and you can do that. But I swear to God, if I buy that cup, and I've done this before, I'll take that cup home, and every time I wash that cup, and I might wash it for 30 years, but every time I wash it and flip it over and see her name, I'll think of her. That
Right.
cup has power. You know, in other words, if somebody said, okay, you can take one thing out of the kitchen, what's it going to be? It's going to be that cup, because I'll never get another one like it. Nobody has one like it. And it has the memory of that day and that person. And because of that, when I go to the fair next time, I'm going to go to her booth and I'm going to look for another cup. You know,
is there some story, some backstory here? Do you have some? Is this the story of some potter that got away?
Yeah. It's kind of my whole house, really. I mean, you know, when you've been in the business for 30 or 40 years, and both I and my wife have been, and you do trades and stuff. I mean, there's more handmade stuff in here than there is factory made stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like walking through a memory place. Every time I walk through it, or a museum, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I wonder how Bill's doing. Oh yeah, I wonder how Steven's doing. So yeah, I kind of use the pottery example because everybody has cups. You know, I could talk about this wooden box here. It wouldn't mean as much to listeners as a cup, because everybody uses a cup.
Everybody likes pot.
Yeah,
pottery.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
you know.
And yeah.
Killing me, Dwayne.
Bob DeSoto is watching tonight.
And then also, you know, earlier, Mr. Paparella, Professor Paparella.
Yeah, we call him the professor.
The professor. And then now listen, there's a song. I believe it's from EPMD. And it's Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina, Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina.
It's not EPMD, is it?
Who is it? It's
Mr. Bob Dabalina.
Mr. Bob Dabalina. Mr.
Dabalina. Del. That's Del the Funky Homo Sapien. Sir.
Is that who it is? Okay, so
yeah.
that I don't know why, but I somehow have that song mixed up with Professor Paparella. So it's like anytime he calls the shop, Mr. Paparella, Mr. Paparella, and for the next 2 or 3 days, I'm singing that song. And Tony, I'm sorry, Professor, but Tony has a negative feeling about when you call. So if you call, just call once and then tell me, do not sing the song, you know, or call from an unlisted, block your number. So anyway, he's who brought us together out. Now look, can you see this?
Yes.
This coin?
Yeah. Piece of 8 or what? What is that? Oh, it's a Ricardus Rex.
And I got this from Robin of Loxley from the Austin. Can you see that?
Yeah. Sweet. You carry it in your pocket all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Really?
No, I do not. In my pocket, I carry one coin and one coin only. Do you have yours, Dwayne? Kyle, do you have yours?
No.
You guys don't have
downstairs.
yours? Coin challenge?
You can't coin challenge on the internet, Jimmy.
Coin challenge.
Sweet. Hey man, I got coins. Let's not do coins, man. I got big coins.
I see Kyle backstage putting his up too. Fuck both of you.
Now, Dwayne, you're so happy. I invited somebody that's non-political, and you've had fun.
I am political.
And you're fun.
Oh.
You're having fun. You guys are having a little love affair with your Renaissance fairs and just theme fairs. But
you want to take it dark?
Let me tell you this. I got a secret weapon. I'm gonna pull out my sheath, my sword from my sheath here. Guess what?
Ooh.
Al is a political political philosophy.
Political theory, yeah.
He studied political theory, and we're here to talk politics now. We're going to politics.
Let's go.
Hit the gong. Hit the gong. Where is it? Gong.
You have the gong.
I've got it.
Nazis quit.
Yeah, I was digging through the
Not yet.
I was digging through the the garage being coronavirus quarantine, and we're cleaned everything twice in the house. This is what happens if you live with a woman.
I'll never know that.
No, you won't.
Oh, never say never, my friend. So yeah,
you and I initially were brought together because I was trying to get the professor, who's not a professor of history, to talk to me about history and then the state of the world that we're in, and then I had asked you if you wanted to talk about that, and you were like, well, man, but I really do this Renaissance stuff, but I do think about this other stuff. And so how there are parallels here, like what we're seeing right now. How does this translate to the Renaissance world? You guys have been hurt by COVID. Are we looking hopeful with the change in administration? I guess that's the question I want to ask.
Oh yeah. I think definitely it'll be a good thing to change the administration for more reasons than we have time to spend. But as far as the COVID, which I kind of indirectly blame upon the administration because it didn't have to get nearly as bad as it was, completely shut us down. I mean, by this time of this year, we would have done 3 shows over a 6-month period and made our money for the winter. And I mean, this is how we make our living.
Right.
And we have no shows. All of our shows were canceled. So it's been devastating to me. And not as devastating as it is to a lot of the performers and a lot of the newer crafts people. I mean, I'm old enough to where we have money saved up. My wife has money saved up. We have relatives. We applied for all the loans and everything. We're going to survive. But man, there were people out there. There were kids out there that were halfway across the country from their homes with no money, because that's generally how you pull into a fair, is with no money.
Right.
And all of a sudden there's no show.
I was thinking about it after we got off the phone. I was thinking the only thing I can kind of liken it to was when like Jerry Garcia died, and all the deadheads were like, what do we do now? But they had outlets at that point. They could go join Fish. They could go to Mo. They could go to Hootie and the Blowfish. But the people that went to Hootie and the Blowfish made the wrong call. They had they were not prepared to go country. So but that's as close as I can think about, like a community that just all of a sudden had all their money dry up. But is there something good that we can think about that's going to come about from this with the Renaissance community? I mean, like everybody's going to have lots of purses, lots of belts.
Right. There's I mean, God, we've got a ton of stock. We have the stock that we made for last year, and Linda's still making it because she's on autopilot. It's
right.
This is what she's done for 40 years. It's like, yeah. So, there will be lots of stock there. There is a show going on right now in Texas at down in Magnolia, right, in Houston. And we've all been watching with bated breath to see how people responded. I mean, firstly, we were going, is anybody going to come out? Because there's this COVID thing. Well, it turns out, people are coming out. I think they limit the number of people in the park there. They give free COVID testing to their participants. They've done a really good job, as far as I know. I haven't been there, but I talk with a lot of people, of addressing the issue as best as they can. There isn't anything that's going to give you 100% protection, but being outside, and having a limited number of people. I'm kind of drifting off the point. My point is that the people that are there are doing very good, from what I've heard.
Right.
And I'm sure there are some people that aren't doing well, but by and large, they're having a good year there. And so that's very encouraging.
Is that the Texas Ren Fair?
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, look, I go to the bar every once in a while, and I do it as safely as possible. And me and my buddies, we sit at a table. We all kind of have an understanding, and we all kind of reaffirm it every time. Like, hey, have you been safe? You feeling good?
Right. Yeah.
You know, which I think is just smart.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's better than nothing for sure. Yeah.
And but then we sit there, and it's so stupid because like we're all wearing masks. We all sit down, we order, we chit chat with our masks on, and then our beers come, and then we're like, okay, whew, got this magic shield right here. Which
beer kills the virus, right?
Oh, okay,
right. Beer does, yeah, sure.
No,
they were actually running into that down in Houston. I've read several people's comments, and they're like, yeah, man, when we opened, everybody had their mask on, you know, and it was cool, and it's in the morning, and everybody was following the rules. And after 2 or 3 beers and the temperature gets up, by the end of the day, man, the masks are like hanging off one ear or sticking out of their back pocket.
Yeah.
But so, yeah.
I think,
that's going to happen.
I think folks are getting to a point now, man, where they're like, you know, chances are good I'm probably gonna survive this. I fucking miss being around people.
I'll take a chance.
Let's take our chances.
Right, isn't that the truth? And I mean, I'm a whatchamacallit, somebody at risk, but it's like I know what my risk is, you know. And I mean, I'm a big. I was wearing masks when the government was saying, yeah, you don't need to wear a mask. It's like, it's just common sense, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm to the point now, I'm so stretched on this. It's like, look, I know what I need to do, you know, and I know what the economy needs to do. It needs to open the hell back up so we can live, you know? So let's go ahead and open it up and make sure everybody's informed, and I'll stay at home, you know, don't worry about me. Yeah. I mean, if you want to send me some money, I'm thinking about starting a podcast.
I mean, do it, man. Kyle will produce it. It's cool.
Actually, I'm going to call it the least you can do, which is the least you can do is send me $10.
So now,
what do you think of that fucking idea, Jimmy?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, send us the $10 too. Match donation.
Everybody give them $1. Yeah.
So in your lifetime, have you ever seen a transition go like this?
God, are you kidding me? Are you talking about the political transition?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I have never seen it. I have never read it. I've never heard about it before, other than authoritarian countries, which this isn't. And I mean, they can scream and whimper and whine all they want to, but it's a done deal. He's gone, and
I think really, everybody's in agreement.
The country we live in, you know, you just got to trust the country and trust the system somewhat.
Now, what do you think his next term as president is going to be like in 2024?
That's, you know, it's funny you said that, because as soon as all this was going down, I said, as soon as I saw he was losing, I said, dollars to donuts, this man is going to run again in 2024, because this is what he loves to do. Oh, yeah. Well, and he just loves the crowd and the adoration, you know, and loves to be loved by the people, sort of thing.
This is my vision of the future. Okay. Is that he's not going anywhere for the next fucking 4 years. We're going to see him every day for the next 4 years.
I'm not sure that people will respond, and I'm hoping the news media doesn't. It's like when he was president, it was kind of
Trump TV.
Yeah, Trump. Yeah, and Trump TV might go, but
it's going to go. He's probably going to buy OAN.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know,
but it's kind of like
one today.
You used to see Glenn Beck all the time. He's got his own channel now, The Blaze, but nobody watches it except
Glenn Beck's a jerk.
Except people that are on Parler.
Don't get me started. Glenn Beck's terrible. But Trump's got 2 avenues. He's going to start his own network,
right?
Or he's going to announce that he's running again.
He's going to do both those things.
He can't do both.
Yeah, he can. Sure, he can.
He can't do both.
Sure. He sure
but
can. He can do anything.
I know that this is true, and I've got a little bit of lag, so I'm going to probably have to reboot during our break, which is coming up. Oh, I've got a low battery because I never plugged in.
Oh God, I hate that. Yeah, well,
every week, Al.
Oh, really? This happens every week?
Every week.
Almost like it was planned.
He's so technologically inept that I don't know how he survives in this day and age in 2020.
All of these little lights and microphones, those are basically just props, right? He doesn't really use them or know how to use them.
No, nothing's plugged in.
God, it looks so impressive,
Oh my God!
It looks impressive, but it's really not.
It's at 5%, about to die. I was
we said a lot about Jimmy.
I was like,
impressive.
What's going on?
No,
my mouth wasn't moving at the right time. Okay, look, I don't even know what I was talking about, but I'm sure it was important, and everybody wanted to hear what I was going to say. But
I'm hanging. You told us what was going to happen to Trump and Melania or some such.
Number one,
Melania. How do you feel about Melania body double thing, Al?
She's in New York, and there's body doubles at the White House.
That's what I've heard. I haven't seen it. I mean, I'd kind of like to see it.
It's on. If you go to Q.com, you'll find.
Did you just say Q.com? Okay.
There's no way I'm typing that in a browser.
Podcast. Yeah. Okay.
We just elected 2 senators. Is that right? To the Senate that are QAnon followers.
Yeah. Right. Right. Actually, I think one was in the House.
Yeah.
Not vote. One in the. Yeah. Right.
So we're making progress as we kick one guy out. Which, listen, and tell your people to spread this word. But I feel like the number one thing that needs to happen, and this is not a freedom of speech issue when I say what I'm about to say, because a lot of people will be like, "What? You want to be a policeman of thought?" Look, there's a crazy lady here in Austin that stands in front of breweries and she holds up signs accusing them
I've seen that bitch
of being satanic cults, and that they have children in there that they are harvesting for their hyped up adrenal glands and drinking the adrenochrome. She and the news media has picked it up and been like, this lady's doing this. There's a danger to reporting everything. Can anybody agree with me? On this,
yes, I definitely agree there.
And I'm not saying that it's censorship. Okay, I'm not saying you can stand on the corner and yell all you want,
right?
But it's my decision as the broadcaster.
Why has it got to be news?
Right, exactly.
To not broadcast it, and I feel like it's a responsibility. And what I'm saying is, all mass media, all the fake media, the real media, should not put his tweets. I mean, once he's not president, we don't have to listen to his tweets.
Man, I'm right there with you. I was saying the same thing today. It's like, I'm tired of this guy. And honestly, I think once he's not president, I think the stuff he says, people are going to go, huh?
He's got an audience, obviously.
Well,
so he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, so does he's not going anywhere, but he's not going to be coming in my house, I don't think. Yeah. He'll be on the Trump channel, but I'll be done with him.
You always have that option to just change the fucking channel.
Amen. Yeah.
You don't like what you hear?
But don't, people out there watching right now, do not change the channel. Stay.
You don't like talk about pot?
No,
change the channel.
Listen,
Al, you don't want to let us boost because we talk about marijuana on our podcast. Change the channel.
Al,
go ahead. Don't talk about smoking.
I can't thank you enough for joining us. Where people can reach you, I put your email.
Interactive Crafts Management at
We're gonna put it there. It is Interactive Crafts Management at Gmail.
Gmail.com.
And people would contact you if they are thinking about setting up a booth, or maybe they already have a booth and they want some more consultation.
Or if they want to start a fair, I do both sides. If they want to start a fair, if they want to, actually, it doesn't have to be a Ren fair.
So, if I had someone who does leathercraft, who is a bowyer, he would contact someone like you to see about vending his products at a fair.
Yeah, basically, contacting me is probably going to increase your chances of being juried in. Is what it comes down to.
Okay.
Each of these shows has a jury. There might be anywhere from 30 to 120 people vying for 5 spots.
But because of your help, you're going to help target their product, what they have, their portfolio, the number of those items, and then how to properly do business at the fair. If you'd help with all of that stuff.
Cool. I do, yeah.
If I was to talk to a guy who makes marshmallow trebuchets, and he said to me, "Hey man, I want to sell these somewhere," could I say to him, I got a guy?
Yeah, you do.
Send him to you.
You got a guy, man. I am your guy. I'm your come-to guy for political philosophy or Ren fairs.
Yeah. And look, my ruse didn't work because we talked about Ren fairs way too damn much for my liking. I wanted to talk about Ren fairs like for 30 seconds and then go to the politics, but I gotta admit I'm intrigued. And tell your wife thank you for letting us borrow you on a Saturday night. I think are you in East Coast?
I am in Missouri in the Ozarks.
Oh, so you're in
Show Me State.
Yeah, man. I'm in red hat country here.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Make sure you wear a mask, man, because I know nobody around you is. And
are you a Red Sox fan or a Reds fan or
a Reds fan?
Baseball? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really a Red Sox fan.
But you're not a Hogs fan.
A what?
You're not a Razorbacks fan.
Oh no,
it's Arkansas, bro.
The Pig Suey. No, I actually went to school I went to school at the University of Oklahoma.
Okay,
a Sooner.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
All right,
it's rough for you guys from Austin, I know. Yeah,
don't bother me in the least.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I look forward to seeing you once all this.
I hate
gets
Texas
together,
State.
We're gonna get. It's gonna be you, me, and Dwayne, and Professor, and we're gonna have some meat and some turkey legs, and we're gonna have a good old time.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, Al.
Hey, I'll see you again, guys. Thanks.
Great talking to you, Al. We'll have you back on.
Bye. I'll be here.
Al Craig of Interactive Crafts Management. If you want to be fair at the fair, hit him up. He's a lot of fun. And it backfired, man. You guys got talking on the Renaissance. You started talking about whatever the hell. Like what kind of battling were you doing? You're all Vikings in the woods?
It was the Society for Creative Anachronism. Fuck.
I don't know if you even know what you're saying.
Like, we would camp in tents and have fires and fight.
Did you already put this one up? Austin says, I nominate Al to be honorary co-host.
And anytime we have anything fair related, Mr.
Paparella.
See, every time I say it, you don't drink. What's the point of having a drinking word of the day that you don't drink when I say it or when anyone says it?
Mr. Paparella. Yeah, Mr. Paparella.
That was great. You wanted to sneak that in on me, and I understand. I was ready. I was ready to talk about
it's time. All right, we're taking a break. Thanks, Kyle just threw us to break. We're taking a break. I got a new Steam closet and I went live.
Man, I really missed the Strain spotlight right about now.
I went live, and this was me going live earlier in my first run in the steam closet. Enjoy this. We'll be right back.
All right, folks, we'll be back.
Going for steam in the steam closet. So far, so good. I'm in it. I'm going live on Facebook too. Oh yeah. Started off with a setting of 7 on the 1 to 10 scale. Got this towel because the hole is a little bigger than my neck, just to trap some of the steam in here. My beard's helping. Got it set for a 30-minute steam. Oh, there goes my shirt. I didn't click on it, so I don't know if I'm able to see the comments. Don't you rake me. I got a neighbor out here. I just got this. Oh man, I've already got a good sweat going. I just touched my chest and it is wet. I'm steaming up in the steam cabinet. Who would have thought? This thing's been around forever. You know, I got the inspiration for this on what's up, Karen? I got the inspiration for this on what is it? Alaska, the Great Frontier, something like that. Forget their name. They've got some Swedish name or something. They were talking about their granddad and how he used to make a sauna, and it was like a traveling sauna, and they'd move it from homestead to homestead so everybody could get a steam. And these are just, country yokels, but in Alaska, and they're on Discovery Channel. So I guess that gives them a little bit more credence. Hey, George, good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. Where are you at? Oh, you're downstairs and you can see me? Oh, okay. That's cool. Anyway, these Alaska country yokels said something about, man, I am sweating. Woo! I got this on like I said, the 7 to 10 scale. Whew. My plan is to steam. Oh, I gotta think this is gonna help the back quite a bit, Wilbur. I mean, just to loosen things up, but I will tell you, I'm gonna start looking straight. I hope you can still hear me, but cricking my neck like that is probably counterproductive to the steam. So back to the Alaskan country yokels. Bottom line, they're experts in their field and living in the backwoods, and they made another traveling steam closet or sauna, and that's the end of the story. I really don't know why I was telling. Oh, because they were talking about the health benefits of steaming. So anyway, kind of getting lost in the steam here. Whew. It's a nice day in Austin too. I mean, it's not even cold, but I can imagine like coming out here it doesn't get that cold here on a 40-degree day, coming out, getting the body up to 110. It's got to be good for something. I am sweating. This thing is just going to be a sweat bucket. But the good thing is it's pretty airy. So I think after a use, it'll dry itself out, and it'll just need a wipe down. What's funny is, like, one of the first things I was like, oh, I know what I'll do to clean it. I'll buy one of those portable steamers. That was a couple minutes of chuckling. Woo! That hit me. Some steam going on now. So I looked up the model. This thing's from about, I think, 60 64 or something like that. It's a Montgomery Ward model. They called it the steam closet. I am soaked. Oh my God. Whew. Got it set on 30, but I don't know if it's got a dinger. I haven't heard the thing get to the end yet. So if any of y'all are watching and you can see how long this, because the live stream is not telling me how long I've been live. But I reset the clock to 30 just before I went live. So if it gets to 30 minutes, tell me to get out. Please. Please. What's up, Pugsley? My man Pugsley. You in Nebraska still, bud? Thank you to half of your state. Hope you're doing well. A dinger. That's what I'm talking about, Wilbur. You need one of these, man. And I worry because, you know, I didn't want to put this in my apartment because A, fire hazard, B, water sitting in a thing, or sweat cabinet in your apartment doesn't sound great. So I'm leaving it outside. I've got it chained up, so that's secure. But the worry is that I'm going to come out one day and see one of my neighbors in it. So I'm going to just need to make sure that it doesn't have power at all times, because I don't want any randos. I mean, like, fuck it. I had a guy on my porch 2 weeks ago trying to steal my bike.
Who thinks he's jerking off inside that cabinet?
I guess I got to worry about somebody sleeping in this. I got to get a lock for the door. Also, one of the other concerns is one of the cats jumping into the head hole and not getting out. I've really put a lot of thought into this, but haven't done much to mitigate any of the.
Imagine finding a dead cat in your steam closet.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Joe.
I really think he's jerking off. Oh, shit.
And then there's tiny homes. This would be a tiny home. You don't have room for a hot plate, but
if you haven't jerked off in there yet, you will.
No, I will not.
You will.
I mean, no,
you're not going to be able to help yourself.
That was your first thought.
I am.
The first thought was,
so
this is just
right
so
now.
you can.
Okay.
My hope is
yourself
that
in public.
some
That is
girl
not
doesn't move in downstairs.
There's never been.
And
I can't believe it
Jimmy,
works.
please don't do that.
No, it's not. Look, this is the thing. I would move it into my. Okay, get rid of the video. Get rid of it.
I'm so high. I was smoking some pot in the garage.
Look, yeah. So look, this is the thing. Did you know what? Watch 10 minutes of that video?
I got this strain. I got
Kyle,
the strain.
Kyle, did we just do a 10-minute break?
No,
of me in a steam closet?
It was like 8-9 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I got caught up. My neighbors, they wanted to see the steam closet, and then
of course,
I gave tours, and then
that steam closet, right?
Yeah,
there? Look at that, dude! The Incredible Shrinking Man.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you the. Did I send you guys the text?
You watch that in double speed.
The text message.
Can you speed that video up, Kyle?
This is the photo you need to show.
No.
Hold on.
All right, let's take that off.
Kyle,
how are you, man? We haven't talked to you much this evening.
Can you say that? Can you show that? I just texted you a picture.
All right.
I just poured a 512
the steam closet. I'm pretty sure if you just listened to that video, which I don't think everybody made it through that. If you don't understand, sweating is good for you, and it can help you clear out your toxins. And so I have been thinking about this. I've got this book, the Wim Hof Method.
Oh yeah,
and do a full screen on that.
Look at that.
I mean, that's
nude in there.
It's a good looking, like, this is a good looking piece of machinery here.
How old is this thing?
It's like 1964 or something like that. It's a Montgomery Ward model. It's got a setting of 1 to 10 on the heat settings, and then it's got a 30-minute.
You got
timer.
that at Ward's?
No, I got that from a guy that bought a house over on the east side, and he wants to flip it, and he found that in the house, and was like, I don't know what this thing is.
Excuse me while I wipe beer out of my mustache.
And so I was the first to respond. It's funny because I posted the video or the picture of me and my buddy Quinn. Oh gosh, you're a fake friend. What a fake friend.
Yeah, my buddy. Fuck, what's his name?
Quinn.
Quinn?
I think.
Are you sure?
I think Quinn Taylor.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
He said, "Oh, I saw that," meaning that he saw it on Facebook Marketplace and he thought about it, but he didn't pull the trigger. I'm the only guy in Austin that pulled the trigger on the steam closet, and now I have it on my porch, and it's my life. This is what I mean. Do. I'm a steam closet guy.
Hold on.
I'm going in the closet. I am going.
Is this on the same level as a Murphy bed that you don't use anymore?
My bed
changed your life.
Oh, where's this camera?
Oh, jeez. His bed's down right now, I bet.
He's gonna break something.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where is it?
It's up. It's up. I did yoga today. I did yoga today on the yoga mat.
You got space. You got rid of some boxes.
I went to the festival, the flea market.
You did a second weekend at the flea market, right?
No. Second weekend's next weekend.
Or your second day. Second Sunday. You did a Sunday
I did
after
the Sunday.
last week's episode.
That's right.
Was Sunday a better day for you than Saturday?
Sunday kicked ass. And
yeah.
Let me tell you. Let me fix this. Let me tell you. Sunday was great because look, I'm a master salesman. Get this least you can do off of my head. Please. And
put it on my side, Kyle.
So I thought outside the box. I was like, man, we have all of these iPhone accessories, like so many freaking iPhone accessories.
Did you bundle?
I said, there's bundling. It's like everybody goes, how much? And you go, well, they're $10, but for you $5. And then they go 2 for $5. And it's like, man,
2 for $5.
Okay, 2 for $5. 2 for $5. Just to get them off the table. But now you've sold it for $2.50, and the thing's worth $15 on eBay. So then I'm thinking, you know what? It's just about getting rid of the products. And we've already talked about these Amazon boxes. If you want to know, I bought a bunch of stupid mystery Amazon boxes for $10 a box, and they were filled with thousands of whisks. Austin knows what I'm talking about. He's enjoying some of the whisks. He has a pack of whisks. He got some whisks. I have green whisks, orange whisks, red whisks, black whisks, stainless steel whisks. Did I mention I have yellow whisks? And
did you get anything good out of the boxes?
Yeah. And I got stuff that sold immediately. And so I got my money back because I have an eBay store on Jimmy's Bazaar. Jimmy's Bazaar on Facebook.
You can get t-shirts there.
And so I'm able to sell stuff on eBay. My buddy who also bought he has a bigger vehicle than me. So he was able to buy more boxes by default. And so he has, say, 30 boxes. And he was like, I don't know where to sell this. Oh, hey, those Strooper waffles. What are they?
Stroop
waffles are expired, but they're still delicious. They don't say that on the packaging. Like, it's good for expired. at least a couple months after the expiration date. I'm sure, as long as you dip it in coffee, you're fine. So this is the thing. I found a guy around the corner that sells iPhone stuff, like cases, and he had a whole bunch of iPhone accessories, but he had some sad looking display cases. They were sparse. So I said, hey bro, come on over. Come, I want to show you some stuff. And I said, do you see all of this? This is all iPhone accessories. I've got cases. I've got Lightning to HDMI connectors. I've got
gloating, wasn't it?
Headphone.
This is my kingdom.
All
of this belongs to me.
Some of these phones, they've got the headphones that got to go in through the Lightning connector, but then you can't charge your phone while you've got your headphones in. So you got to put in the connector and then put the charger into that connector and then put in your headphones. It's very complicated. Anyway, package deal. Buy them all, sir.
All of them?
And then $5 each. And he's like, no, $1. And then it's like, okay, $4 each. No, $2. And it's like, okay, $3 each. And he goes, no, $2. And then it's like, okay, $2. Buy them all. And then so boom, maybe $225 worth of stuff. He sell, boom, cash deal, cash money, got rid of at least 2 boxes worth of garbage.
So what you're saying is you're a master negotiator.
Yes. And then I was like, I'm on a roll. We grabbed all the toys, all the smart robots. The smart robots. Did I ever show that one to you? The one with the terrible English on the well, we sold 5 of those to this lady down the way, and she bought half of my my dinosaur bags.
Hold on a second. Let's talk about Austin's comment here about opening your own gas station. And I get what he's saying about
what is that? Like just like a random roadside,
just random roadside stuff. But here's my pitch.
I got oranges and then I got shoes.
I got a tent.
What do you mean?
I got like a little pavilion type tent. We go set it up on the side of 360. And we sell your wares on the side of the road.
You know, you're not going to
put up a sign. The least you could do is stop and buy one of these shitty whisks.
Nobody is pulling over on the side of the road for whisks.
I'll wear a leather teddy and a diaper.
You got some pecans, you got some cantaloupes, you got some watermelons, you got some peaches, there's
your whisks.
Jerky. I've seen guys with jerkies, guys with firewood, many things that possibly could, like, somebody go, oh, I need those things. Let me pull over right now and get some of those things that are advertised. Hey, stop for pecans. Here we go. Let's get some pecans. But nobody is going to get triggered by a sign that says, we got your 3-pack of assorted sizes of whisks.
If you see a guy with a beard in a leather teddy with the diaper on, you're gonna stop just to check it out. It's Austin.
Somehow I've missed. This is like, I believe, the 3rd diaper reference. But I don't know how any of it is connected to our conversation, because I'm so still in my own head here, because I couldn't even give away a pack of whisks at this thing. Okay. Like I was like, if you buy 2 of these, which I've already priced at $10,
free pack of whisks,
which I'm now down to 2 for $5. You get a free whisk. And I would even like seal the deal. They're like, okay, 2 for $5. I'll take it.
Did you seal the deal and then go, but wait,
I'm going to give you some free whisks. And then they go, deals off. Like, what is it?
Give me my money back.
What is it? I've got so many whisks.
You and your whisks.
And it's not even like I can start using whisks more so that I could wear out a whisk and then go to the next whisk.
How do you wear out a whisk?
That's what I'm
saying.
What
the fuck are you whisking? Are you whisking rocks?
Just meringue. Just so much meringue. And in my arms, I'm like the lady in the water I've got one arm that is getting much more stronger than the other.
Giant bicep.
I can't keep this. I'm risking my life.
You got Popeye forearm on one side.
I
yum what I yum.
Oh, these
Holy
whisks.
fuck.
So anyway, I'm
We
going
have
back
another
to-
guest coming on at some
Yeah,
point?
we've got the Tejon Street Corner Thieves. Did we forget to mention them at the beginning of the show? Did I get
don't know, did we?
distracted? The Tejon Street Corner Thieves with Flail Records and just recently signed up with Liars Club Records. They're going to be joining us here in just a few minutes. Oh, I told them 9:27, so it's 9:26. But so Dwayne,
Yes, sir.
you've got big plans for the rest of the weekend?
No.
What are you doing? And are you sad that you didn't go to the beard comp this weekend?
I'm not. I hope everybody's being super safe.
Did we see any of the results? I heard the results.
I haven't.
Okay. The results.
I don't even know what the turnout was like. I've seen a couple of videos. Look like some fun pre-party stuff. You know, I'm just not ready for it, man. I'm not ready for it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Ooh, Austin's got your meat.
Don't forget, we've got your meat. They went to Micklethwaite barbecue today, and they've offered me a plate. And I'm gonna get it tomorrow. Now that I don't have a meeting,
more about that meat.
So I'm excited about that.
Tell me more about your meat.
Have you been there? Their stuff is great. Yeah. I believe they're off of is it 11th? It's either 11th or it's 12th. I think it's 11th. Maybe even Rosewood.
Jeff Russell is listening while he grades papers.
Man, this is the thing I love about Russell. And Russell, I just saw that one of our buddies, Mr. Travis, Zachary Travis, has joined Facebook. Now, I was going to try and get Zach on the show.
Who is joining Facebook at this point?
Well, I don't know. I think it's because now his kids are on it. So maybe that's, like if you were to have a stance against a social media platform, I can understand it. But then once your kids start to get on it, then you're like, I got to police this shit, plus he's in Alabama. So you've really got to police shit. I mean, everybody in Alabama's got a shotgun, right? You meet your daughter's suitor, and I guess they're not suitors like when they're 13, 14, 16, 18.
I don't know. It's the age of consent in Alabama.
I don't know. It's probably terrible. The bottom line is this. You meet whoever's there to take your daughter out on a date, even if it's to church, with a shotgun in your hand. That's how you do things in Alabama. I mean, it's just the bottom line. But enough about Alabama. Let's now switch rails and talk about old Colorado.
Oh,
Rocky Mountain High.
John Denver's full of shit.
Colorado. And was that good? No. It's time to bring on our next guest. This is our musical guest of the evening, and but
yes, sir.
It's a pleasure to bring on to the show Connor and Sean of the Tejon Street Corner Thieves. What's up, gentlemen?
What up?
Hey, it's the least you could do is be on our show.
Thanks for coming on the show. Do you guys have beverages with you? Because the drinking word of the night is fair.
You guys don't drink?
We drink. I just didn't prepare. I'm gonna go and get a beer though.
It's okay.
I have a bottle. Here, I'll make a run real quick.
I have seen you guys chugging
do that.
jugs of liquor
in
about every video that I've seen. And the fact that you didn't have something close at hand makes me think that maybe you're playing an act on the camera.
No, we do drink a lot, but the honest truth is that we're social drinkers, and since the whole pandemic thing, and we haven't been able to play live and do that. It's like we never have liquor really in the house. Like we'll take bottles that people give us, and I don't know. I just don't drink at home. I got kids.
You guys like to smoke pot more, I bet.
Actually, neither of us smoke weed.
Oh, damn.
And they live in a legal state. See, people have self-control. Dwayne, it's something that you have struggled with for a very long time.
Struggle.
But look, this is one thing we're not struggling with, gentlemen, and that's loving your music. I had the pleasure of running the board, and when I say running the board, it was like the most simple little PA at the Liberty where we didn't even have monitors for you guys. Yeah. Or and the PA speakers were like literally strapped to a beam above your head. But I felt important, and I also know that y'all sounded great, and it was because of me. That's when I fell in love with you guys. And tell me, how long have you been doing this? And what is it? You call this? It's got a funny name. What you call what you do? The type of music. What is it?
We've been calling it trash grass. And we've been playing trash grass for
8 years.
About 8 years now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that started. Like how we cued that term, but
that's like your term. It wasn't like somebody else that already was doing trash grass. You guys are like, hey, we like bluegrass, but we like kind of trash. So let's marry the two together, and then let's make trash grass. Trash grass.
Yeah.
That should have been the drinking word of the night. But
I'll drink to it.
Am I right that you guys invented that? But that was because of the fusion. It was like a what's that, ratatouille?
Yeah, I mean,
right.
To our knowledge, we came up with it, but I've seen other bands, and we've had some people. It's weird. We've never really had haters, I guess, but just recently, as we've grown and done that, we've gotten some weird comments, and somebody was like. They weren't even mean about it. They're like, man, I love these guys, but they didn't invent trash grass. And we're like, oh, we don't, I don't care. It's not like our claim to fame is trash grass. It's them because we played traditional bluegrass tunes, but we played them like garbage because we suck at music. So,
your story,
bluegrass come from?
Real quick, Dwayne. I'm sorry to interrupt, but their story reminded me because as a child, me and my buddies, we thought we invented cool beans.
Yeah,
and then I went to college and said cool beans, and somebody was like, "Dude, that's so over." And then I was like, "What are you talking about? I invented it. I'd say when it's over." And they're like, "No, we said that in San Diego 10 years ago." And that I had to move out of that dorm.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
So what I'm saying is that's nothing like what you guys are going through. Okay?
Yeah.
You guys trash grass all you want. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
we're always we don't know what to call it. Some people will be like, it's folk punk. And they're like, man, I don't scream about riding trains. I don't know. Or they'll be like, it's, outlaw blues. I feel like that's honestly the closest, but at the same time, I don't know.
We don't know.
We do.
What'd you guys grow up listening to? What was your big bands?
Ooh, that's hard. I don't know. A lot of blues, like Ray Charles. Ray Charles number one.
Sweet.
Yeah. But I grew up listening to a lot of outlaw country, like Waylon Willie, the Boys,
A lot of DAC.
Yeah. My dad was an old biker, so that was his shit back then.
Yeah. I'm sure you saw David Allan Coe at Sturgis a couple of times, and he was like, "Yeah, that dude's cool."
Yeah,
passes out on stage. It's cool.
God, now look at us. Hey,
now are you guys born and raised in Colorado?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're in the Springs area, right?
Yeah.
So it's a conservative area, right? We got the Air Force academies there, a lot of industry. Most folks would say a group of your caliber would be coming from, say, Boulder or maybe even Denver, or I don't know if there's any other place that's cool in Colorado, but so how is it coming out of there at a Colorado Springs?
So this town definitely has a weird dynamic where it's very military. We're surrounded by military bases. We have terrible, awful things like focus on the family, like the Christian wing nuts that but underneath of all of that makes for a really badass like punk underground scene, because in a place like this people need that more than ever. So we grew up with like really cool like punk house venues, like still DIY spaces that we collaborate on and bring bands in, and a lot of like our influence is like those punk roots and that DIY ethic, and doing stuff in a more sincere fashion, I guess, just for the love of it. Not, a lot of the bluegrass bands coming out of Boulder and like Fort Collins and stuff like that, they're excellent, but they are like, bluegrass, like ski town kind of stuff. The underground, like, because we're forced that way, we can't, it's harder to be out and be like, out like Hail Satan, fucking, bluegrass shit.
But you are like Hail Satan, but you're just not like outright about it. Got it.
Well, we are, but it's I don't know. Yeah, it creates a way cooler scene with like way more like grit and dirt when you have something like that over your head, and as teenagers or like young adults needing to rebel and express yourself. It adds even more edge than like, we're going to do mushrooms and play bluegrass like with a bunch of hippies, that's cool. But like, it gives it a little more like gust, I guess.
It sounds kind of punk at the core,
Yeah. And then like anything against the grain is punk, but it's a different kind of punk. You guys have added your own flair to it. And now this is what I have questions about. We were all talking about this before the show. I'm looking at your bio on the website, right? And it says, Tejon Street Corner Thieves, hail from Colorado Rockies, outlaw blues and trash grass pioneers, forged their original brand of whiskey roots from the ground up, right? Which anybody that has ever forged their risky whiskey roots, if they don't do it from the ground up, they're doing it wrong, right? Like you can't do it stick frame, like 6 foot off the ground foundation, right? But this, then we go to the bio, the next paragraph. It says, as an internationally touring act, the band has become notorious for their shenanigans and over the top live performance. My question to you, sir. What say thee or ye about these shenanigans?
I think the biggest part about the shenanigans is that we don't really give a fuck. Like a lot of bands you see are concerned about their image and like, being this facade or whatever on stage, and that's awesome. Like people love it. It's entertainment. It's all part of the entertainers, and I'm not trying to like knock any of this. Like it's important to the entertainment industry to be an entertainer and like be on stage who you want people to perceive you, like a movie star or whatever. Like our whole thing from the beginning is like be ourselves. Like our logo is a sexy fat trucker guy. Like, so we just get drunk as fuck.
I know a lot of that type.
But the music is driving. Like if you've never been to a Tejon Street Corner Thieves show, it's there's something about, because I've seen you as a 4-piece, right?
Yeah.
Is the band, are you guys the nucleus and then you've got guys that join you, or is it a 4-piece band and the other guys are just lazy? What is it?
Usually, honestly, we just have like a rotating cast.
I'm kidding.
You're not too far off.
Yeah.
I mean, you get that a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you have a group of people that come in and play with you, random shows here and there, have fun together. I get it.
Everybody has other gigs, and then during this freaking time, we're making, you know, it's just, are you available? And they're like, yes. or they're like, no, I got this job I got to do, you know? So
yeah,
we're all making do, but I'm sorry to interrupt the answer to the question. No,
you're good. I think what happens is we have people join the band and then they'll do a tour with us and then realize like how
for
dumb, like how fucking stupid we actually get and how wild we actually get. Like, you know, it's been fun, but I kind of want to work a desk job now.
Yeah.
You know?
So you scare people straight.
It's a good program. We started.
Yeah. You got a lot of stand-up bass dudes that have just gone back to IT, or the dad's paint shop. You know, and it's like, you know what? If I cut my arm off, I will get more from Social Security on disability than if I continue on tour. So I'm gonna just go to the sawmill, cut my arm off. Has anybody said that?
Well, I don't think we have a few ex-members that really like hate us for whatever reason, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, like you guys are nuts. You know, I can't, you know, not for me, which is understandable. We spend a lot of time living in the van or sleeping on floors and, you know, doing what you got to do. And I think a lot of people think like, oh, you're a big time touring band. You must like have your shit together. It's like, not quite. If the bus isn't breaking down, then
it doesn't work that way all the time. Like,
So how did you two come together?
I met Sean about 8 years ago. I grew up in Colorado Springs, and I moved back here from New Orleans to take care of my mom during some family stuff, and met Sean that way through a mutual friend at school. He was like, "Yo, let's play music together," and he brought Sean over, and the three of us all kind of played together. And then me and Sean really hit it off because we kind of connected over, like, we both had similar like both our dads died. I don't know why I'm trying to sugarcoat it, but so both our dads passed away.
No sugar on top of your dead dad is gonna make anything okay. You know, it's a spoonful of sugar, not a dad covered in sugar. But
I'm right there with you guys. I lost 2 dads. Let's do it.
Dead dad club.
Yeah, fucking A.
Guys,
so I'm
still got my dad.
Oh, well, you're not in the fucking club. Fuck you.
Look at me.
I still got my dad.
Holy shit.
I just got a little more.
I just got a text message.
Oh, is he dead?
No. He's just gassy. He's gassy tonight.
He's mad because he's not on the show tonight.
So, but look, that is serious. That is serious, and I know that I've had friends that have, you know, been through divorce. I didn't have that connection, or they lost a parent, and I didn't have that connection. But we luckily were able to still bond over something else. But something this deep, it brings you together. How did it help with the creative juices? And did you guys just start writing music right away? I mean, you were introduced as musical friends, so did it just happen right away?
Well, for a long time, Sean actually played a washboard, and I did all the. So Sean played guitar too, but he had some songs that we didn't really introduce until later. And so we started playing mostly like traditional, like bluegrass tunes that I had learned from traveling and stuff before. And the whole idea was like we were just gonna busk and make money for like beer and stuff, you know, because neither of us had jobs, and we were just like,
that's like what started the friendship off, was just like a mutual love for getting absolutely hammered.
Yeah, and playing music in the process,
and playing music
and making enough money to keep it going, right?
Yeah.
And not sleep in the van every night.
No, we rented a shed at one point.
Right.
Well, I mean, when it's nice out, it's nice to sleep under the stars.
But two good lookers like you, I mean, you're beating the women off Yeah, with sticks. So
I mean, how big a van are you in? You might.
Yeah.
Well,
we
guys in one of those big Dodge Sprinters or something, got some square footage. It's just like a tiny house.
We just fucking during this pandemic, I got a small business loan, and I bought a 2019 Ford Transit. So we finally have a fucking. Yes. Like before that, it was always a piece of shit. Like we had a blue van that was running on 7 cylinders. Literally had a hole rusted in the bottom that we'd piss at while we were going down the highway.
The brakes didn't work either.
That's convenient sometimes, but
yeah, and but it's bad when you've got other guys that are like kissing their wives or their girlfriends, and they're like, "I'll be fine," and then they get to the second city, and they're like, "When we get off the road, the brakes are glowing red."
Have you
odor.
ever had someone in the middle of a tour, a trip, like call someone to come get them because they couldn't hang anymore?
I've almost taken a Greyhound home a couple times.
He threatened. He never actually did. It was always over when we were wasted doing dumb shit. He farted on the porch one time we were hanging out on, and it like rumbled the thing. I was like, Sean, I'm going to tell everyone you tooted in the house.
Real upset.
He's like, if you tell them I tooted, I'm going to leave. I'm taking a Greyhound home.
Okay, so you were drunk because
Jimmy
not even just lost like 150 just to drink. God knows how much.
That's the only time we bottle up like all our like feelings, and we get wasted and just like, leash on each other sometimes.
That's good.
You know how it is.
New drinking word of the night.
The day is toots.
Toots. All right.
Ah, shit.
Well, you know what? Talk to the boys real quick. I got to get something off my refrigerator, Dwayne.
Oh shit. All right. You guys, since the quarantine and everything, I'm sure you guys have been like everybody else doing a lot of online stuff. You got anything coming up? Any info if anybody wants to buy some merch, some albums?
Yeah, totally. We finally got our Goers vinyl in. And it sold out. We did glow in the dark, like limited to 100 like pressings and stuff, and they were so cool. But they're already, I believe they're already all sold out. But we do have like random colors of that, and so that's like our biggest. That and we just dropped these two. They're let's see, try to get the glare off somehow. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
The Monarch Sessions CDs, which are super cool. They're in like a digipack.
Fucking covers are gorgeous, man.
Yeah, man. But those are all available. You can get to it through cornerthieves.com, or you can go directly to flailrecords.com and get that stuff. We have a ton of others. We got shirts and other CDs. We got Every Last Drop on vinyl. And
I was checking out some of the shirt designs. They're fucking dope. Do you have like an artist that you go to for your like covers and shit?
Our go-to guy is our buddy Olaf. He lives
in Mexico. He's rad.
Yeah, he's
super talented.
Awesome. And he actually we did a Mexico tour last October, and he like tour managed the whole thing and booked it all and stuff. That's how we met him actually. Yeah. So, but he's nice. Like a killer artist too.
How was tour in Mexico?
Woo! It was so much fun, man.
It's a good fucking time, right?
Yeah, it was nuts. We didn't know what to expect. And we show up, and our buddy Olaf, who we'd never met before, like picks us up at the airport with his friends. We're like, cool. Like, we don't know what we're doing. We ended up just taking Ubers and buses and then like backpacking the entire fucking tour, dude, which is like with all of our gear, like
it was lit, dude.
But, yeah, we did.
Did you guys hit Acuna at all? On that tour? Oh shit, that's a fun little town, man.
Yeah.
All right, across the border from Del Rio. It's so much fun.
I'm so sorry. I thought Dwayne was going to be able to kill enough time for me to find it. It was on my fridge for like the last 3 years. It was up there so long. It was like sun faded.
So go find it.
No.
The conversation was so much better when you were looking for that.
It was the letter that you guys gave me after the show at South by Southwest at the Liberty, and you said, guys, Jimmy, you were
great,
best sound man in the world.
Yeah.
Now listen,
fucking dick.
There was so much pride. Like, I'd never been given a letter. Okay.
Yeah.
But let me just say, it's coming full circle, because here I am. I'm this famous guy with this podcast now, and you had no idea. I was just some dude working a PA, and you gave me a letter, and you made me feel good.
Hell yeah.
But I'm telling you,
all of a sudden, here you are in front of 7 people.
You've never given a letter to any other sound guy. Am I right, guys?
Oh, never.
Not once.
No.
See? I knew it. I knew it. I was looking for that letter. I'm going to find it. I'll post it, tag you guys in it. And then I'm sure no other sound guy in the country is going to be able to show their letter as well.
You guys never gave.
If you did, none of them kept it. Okay. Because
obviously none of them kept it, because you can't fucking find it.
No,
so
I have it. I have it. No, I got a new water filter, and it's taller, and then so it like knocked it off the fridge. So, and then I was like, oh, that almost.
Do you have a magnet holding it?
It
up
almost fell in between the counter and the fridge. Which
is it? A magnet?
I ain't
holding it up.
That fridge out when I moved. There was a magnet. It was a weak.
What kind of magnet?
Magnet from Target. Let me just throw out.
What was on the magnet?
Target sells garbage magnets.
Easy.
Anyway, that's not why the guys are here.
What kind of magnet? What was on the magnet?
No. I'm trying to transition.
This is important, because it says a lot about how you feel about someone by the magnet that you hold their thing up with on the fridge.
You want to see the magnet?
I want to see the magnet. They want to see the magnet. Guys, you want to see the magnet, don't you?
Let's see that magnet.
Look at that magnet.
He's so full of shit.
He's trying to pick one.
Yeah.
He's trying to pick the coolest one.
This looks like a good one.
All right. I'm into that. That's good.
All right, yeah.
It's like not weighted. It's too heavy of a magnet for that, or of a thing.
Is that a stolen magnet?
And it still has the paper on it, so that offers a layer of anti-magnetic. Look,
it's not conducting the magnetism.
Can we get a song from these boys, Dwayne? They want to play.
Do you guys want to play a song?
Yeah, we'll do a song.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Song. Play us a song, and then we are going to play. What's the name of the song that we're going to play? Never Meant to Be as our outro. So don't play that one right now.
Well,
okay.
I tell you what, you guys want to play a song, play us a song, then you want to hang out and do some memes with me and Jimmy?
I love meme time.
I love memes.
Cool. We're gonna do
fucking A.
Yeah. Did I showed you the magnet, Jeff? While they're getting set up. It says South Dakota, and it's
Is that a buffalo's ass?
I believe it's a bison. We've killed off all the buffalo.
I mean, bison buffalo.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking water buffalo.
I'm sure the guy's got a song about Buffalo Bill.
Probably.
Kyle sending me messages. We're gonna go late. Oh, he's mad.
Fucking with his social life. I can see him. I can see him back in the studio. I can see him through the glass. He's just so livid.
He's so mad.
There.
Don't forget, folks, you can go to
Is he texting me now?
It's Corner Thieves.
Hey, fuck you guys. I'm not mad at all. I said it's gonna be all right.
Okay, all right. Cornerthieves.com is the website.
That's right.
Connor and Sean, they're amazing, great guys to hang out with. I wish I would have been able to drink with them last time. And they also hooked me up on the Susie Mommy Ray tour. They hooked us up with some other band that was playing in Denver, and they found us a place to play. They're good guys. I love them. They're family. And I had their note to me saying I was amazing on my refrigerator for years. And now here they are, the Tejon Street Corner Thieves.
All right. Hell yeah. All right.
What did I say? So yeah.
Yep. We good? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yep. All right. Well, whiskey come and take my pain. Now my heart needs my brain. No whiskey. Don't you dare be gone. Whiskey, won't you help me hide this pain I have inside? Oh, whiskey. Don't you let me go. Don't let me go. Well, this life that I've been living ain't too easy on the soul. I've got to give it. Let that whiskey flow. When you're really whiskey come and take my pain. Now my heart needs my brain. No whiskey, don't you let me go. Whiskey, won't you help me hide? And I had inside. Oh, whiskey, don't you let me go. Don't let me go. Well, this bridge that I've been living on, I'm burnt into the ground. Don't pack my bags, I'm leaving town. Ain't no peace so comfort I found. Whiskey come and take my pain. Now my heart needs my brain. No whiskey, don't you let me go. Whiskey, don't you let me hide. And I had to die. Oh, whiskey, don't you let me go. Don't let me go. Whiskey come and take my pain. Now my heart needs my brain. No whiskey, don't you let me go. Whiskey, won't you help me hide this pain I have inside? Oh, whiskey, don't you let me go. Don't let me go. Well, this bottle I've been drinking don't rock me out to sleep. I don't drink for pleasure, I drink for cheap. Well, whiskey is all I need. Whiskey come and take my pain. Now my heart needs a rain. No whiskey, don't you let me go. Whiskey, won't you help me hide this pain I have inside? Oh, whiskey, don't you let me go. Don't let me go. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That was nice. Amazing, guys. Amazing. And thank you for playing that. I'd much rather hear that live on my show than playing the video. As much as I do love the video, I look forward to playing the other song, which is man, my computer just took a poop. What's the song that we're gonna listen to later?
Never meant to
which one was
be.
it?
Never Meant to Be.
that's
What's that all about? You got a story for that?
So that was like right when we got at the beginning of the pandemic, everything was going to shit, and then our buddy Amigo the Devil hit us up. And long story short, we had done this 3-song demo. It was supposed to be a full album, but it got cut short because of the pandemic. He offered to sign us. So we're like, yeah, like, of course, you know, we fucking love him. And he's like one of our favorite artists. So he started this new label called Liars Club, signed us. And then that Never Meant to Be is one of the songs off that 3-song EP. The EP is called Demons. And they were like, let's fucking hit the ground running. Like, we'll set you guys up with a music video, like whatever, you know. And it was like super official. And then like in our, you know, super professional style, we took the opportunity to make this music video.
Okay.
You'll see what we mean, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I love it. I've seen it and it's amazing. I love the song. I love Whiskey, and I know, like, doom. I love that driving. Keep it going. I could listen to your stuff all the time, but I can't anymore because it's time for some memes.
Wait, do you guys? I got one question. Do you guys want to share the budget for the video?
I didn't spend
like
the
split
money
it 50-50. We're just gonna, like, you're just asking for half of the budget.
No, I want to know what the budget was for the video.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you that our costumes cost us about $500.
Okay.
Wow.
That sounds like
I'm impressed.
we went pretty overboard.
It shows. All right, let's get to the memes. Kyle, give us some memes.
Let's see some memes.
The guys are sticking around. It's now listen, not all of these are memes. Some of these, this is just kind of like Jimmy runs into this stuff down the way. Also,
now, guys, I don't know if you've seen the show, but Jimmy gives us memes every week. I haven't seen these. This is my first reaction to these.
But who hasn't done this? When you're riding your bike in the shower while playing guitar and you hear a noise, you're like, this is exactly
what kind
how
of pistol do you think that is?
That's probably a Argentinian version of a Colt 45.
Really?
All right, next.
I think it's a Glock.
Next. Where's Kyle? Birds have legs. Legs spelled backwards is skell.
Oh, wait, why are you skipping so fast?
Too much. Cocaine's illegal in Oregon. No, it's too much, I guess. So legs spelled backwards is skell, right? So S, government, G, drones, E, R, L, real, conspiracy terrorist. This is for real. You got, yeah, right?
There's a Facebook group I'm in called Birds Aren't Real, and I actually own a shirt that says bird watching goes both ways.
That's great. Now cocaine's illegal in Oregon, but straws aren't. That must be good. Next.
No, that's what dollar bills are for.
Next. That's
what keys are for.
Next. But the copy and paste guy died. That's sad. If you get a boner at the beach, hide it in the ocean.
Why is Patrick Duffy saying this?
He's the person that should be saying this.
Why Patrick Duffy, though? What does Patrick Duffy have to do with getting a boner at the beach?
I was getting boners routinely as a teen at the beach, like spontaneous boners.
Do you guys
remember? Do you guys remember, like, during the freaking math test in 5th grade, and all of a sudden you had a freaking boner?
And I still have that problem, but I still don't get the Patrick Duffy tie-in.
I don't know. The guy pops a boner, I guess. I don't know. Next.
That jean jacket.
We got a lot of these. Look, give a man to teach a hot dog a day. Eat a man to give a hot dog lifetime.
That's some Buddhist shit right there.
Wow, that is.
Next.
What the fuck happened to Steven Seagal, bro?
Next. Nobody knows.
Pressing.
Doctor, I'm sad. Sad backwards is DOS, and DOS not good. And then here's your bill, $3,000.
Hell yeah.
Not memes. They're not memes. Sometimes they're cartoons, and I read them to you. Next.
Oh, come on.
Listen, today I did this. I wanted
too soon, bro.
I wanted a bagel from Wham Bam Bagels. And then for some reason I looked them up. There's no website on Google. There's no website listed. I'm like, what? So then I go to Yelp, and then they're like, you can order on DoorDash or Grubhub.
Why you gotta use James Gandolfini, bro?
I go to DoorDash. I go to put in my order. I make a very custom order. I submit it. It says, DoorDash rejected the order because it's outside of their operating hours. I know they're open. So anyway, I cancel it, and then an ad for Chick-fil-A comes up. I order that. I get the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit and some hash browns.
Look,
but
man.
I'm like, I'm gonna get some of them little chicken minis. Them chicken minis are good as shit. And I don't
care about your Chick-fil-A sob story.
Look, the bottom line is they didn't send me.
It doesn't give you the right
and cheese biscuit. They sent me a chicken biscuit and then 10 fucking chicken minis. I
have some respect for the dead, though,
because I wasn't getting chicken in the biscuit.
It's Gandolfini.
I got chicken in the biscuit
over Chick-fil-A because you're mad at Chick-fil-A. You're gonna use Tony Soprano as your
look.
It's ridiculous. I don't know you.
Typing fuck for the 14th time.
Okay.
Next. This is where it's gone to. They're just like a bucket. Just come on down.
Hell yeah.
Next. John. Right? Friday the 13th was yesterday. This is timely and topical.
How many we got left, Kyle?
Next, we got so many. We got to go through them quick.
Not a lot.
All right,
Yeah.
do it.
Human anus can stretch up to 7 inches before taking damage. A raccoon can squeeze into holes up to 4 inches. That means you can almost fit 2 raccoons in your ass. This is fact. This is science. This is science that the right doesn't want us to
can't deny
listen
science.
To. That's great.
Oh, dude, is that Giuliani?
Yeah, in front of the 14. Totally
amazing.
Next.
Bravo.
This is Texas right now. You guys are living in utopia and you don't even smoke it. And we're like, please.
Trade? Do you want to move here?
Free
and me and Jimmy will move to
on
Colorado?
Your birthday. This is the funniest one ever. Free cheese pizza on your birthday. He's like, yes. He goes to Pizza Hut. They're
fucking closed
on his birthday. Jesus hates us.
Is he going to?
Like,
is he going for the pizza or for the kids?
Open. I want to go to the arcade. He's come back and he went
Catholic
away
Jesus?
Again.
Is this Catholic Jesus?
He's risen, and then he was like, "See you later."
I don't trust. I don't trust Catholic Jesus.
Next, which Jesus do you trust? Sorry, guys. Next.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
Next. This is. Is that it? Okay, we're done.
Is that the last one?
I think that was it. It was fishing.
There's no more.
And then physician. No, it was physician, and then physician.
Yeah, Snoop. It makes sense. There's no more, Kyle. Is that all of them?
If there's a next,
no.
If I say next,
no
if
more.
I say next, and something else pops up, he's lying to us.
This makes me so happy.
I think there's more.
Oh,
there is more.
Yes.
Do not lick your postman's fingers, folks. That's how you get COVID. All right. Well, on that one, we'll end it. Okay.
So, there's more.
I found area 51. Go ahead. Rapid fire. Just do it.
Oh yeah. Wait. Stop. Trump. Fuck your feelings. 2016.
Please respect our feelings during this
Fuck your
difficult time.
feelings. What is with her chins?
Fabian Hufke. I hope this is real. I hope this is real. I hope this is real. Next.
It looks comfortable.
Listen to me, Floyd. You're tripping balls right now. For the love of God, put down the gun. That's you guys on tour.
Yeah.
You just say, this is you guys on tour. You're eating again? Me.
That's photoshopped, bro.
Yeah.
Cinderella or Snow White is not that fat.
Oh, this one. The plan? We're naming the landscaping company after a fancy hotel to trick the president of the United States into holding a press conference outside of your business.
Does this come from a Q website? Harder.
Yo.
Next. Yes. Remember how careful you were back in March and April. Start again now. Seriously, let's end it on that. Tejon Street Corner Thieves, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm so happy. I gotta say, I'm happy.
Yeah.
There's not one Leo meme in there.
There was another one that just flashed in front of my eyes, and it made me remember it. It was like, not all poops are peas. No, not all peas are poops.
Jimmy, you really do love me. There was no Leo memes in the memes.
Oh, give me a Leo meme. There was a Leo meme.
Oh, you fucking dick! You forgot.
I did. He hates the Leonardo
The one reason there was
DiCaprio,
not a Leo meme. I
like,
shouldn't have said shit.
It's like 2020, is going to be bad, and I'm like,
I shouldn't have said nothing.
That guy, come on. Do you got it, Kyle? You got it? Didn't I have
Kyle's
one?
Too slow.
There was one with where he was in the car, and it was like when Dad see a horse.
Kyle's heart's not in it tonight.
Leave him alone. There. Dads, when they see horses.
I'm all right with that one. It's the fucking Django one. That one Django one just drives me fucking nuts, bro.
I'm sorry I couldn't ruin your night. All right. Well, look, guys.
I'm getting a lot of shit for saying bro lately, by the way.
Connor and Sean, thank you so much for coming on. Your next thing, we're just gonna send people to Flail Records, FLAIL Records.com.
Is that the right one?
LiarsClubRecords.com. That's where they can see the videos. That's where they can buy your merch. And then I look forward to you once it all clears up, and everybody gets everything under control. You guys are going to be back on the road, and I look forward to seeing you guys. And thanks so much for coming on the show tonight. Trash Grab.
Man. Thanks for having us.
Be safe up there, and we'll see you again real soon. Tejon Street Corner Thieves. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Sean.
Hell yeah! Thanks for having us, y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Toots.
And make sure you go to the website. It's all listed above and below. Never Meant to Be is what we're going to leave you with. It's a very, very cool video. The drinking word is toots. Dwayne, how do you feel? Feel good?
I feel wonderful, sir.
Did we do all right?
I think we had a good show.
All right. I feel amazing. I had a steam, and then I went right into the cold shower. It was amazing. Everybody should get themselves a personal steamer.
Get those
Kyle,
heat shock proteins going, sir.
Kyle, how'd we do?
How'd we do, Kyle?
You did all right.
We got
you did good. You did
right,
good.
Man. Hey, thanks so
right.
much.
I'm proud of you, Jimmy.
Wait, hold on. Let's talk about just all right.
We're late, and sorry. I thought we were on time, but then it kind of got off the rails. I don't know what happened. But for Kyle Bauer, our producer, for Dwayne Primo, our my esteemed co-host and the love of my life,
Jimmy Preston.
Thank you.
The other co-host.
It's the least we could do. We get together every Saturday, and we're a little late this week, but thanks for sticking with us, and I hope everybody's doing well. Please share the page, go to the YouTubes and subscribe. We're on the Facebooks. We're also on Twitch, and we got some more stuff coming. I'm probably going to be doing a weekly series from the sauna starting this week. Maybe we might be going live.
Kicking off with Jimmy.
No, it's gonna be sauna time or sauna drama is what we were
sure
thinking.
It is.
Okay,
I mean that's what you might call it.
All right, roll that video, Kyle. We love you, buddy.
Never Meant to Be. Tejon Street Corner Thieves. Thanks, guys.
Until next week, guys. Adios.
She was born from the ashes of the broken. She was forged by the fires in the sea. She was cut from the diamonds that rained down from kaleidoscope skies in the breeze. She was the daughter of the Savior, the one who forsaken me. She was everything I lust for, but her and I were never meant to be. Well, a woman had a way with her words, and when she spoke, she never made a sound. 'Cause her voice of thunder shook the mountains, would bring this whole damn world to the ground. She was the daughter of the Savior, the one who forsaken me. She was everything I lust for, but her and I were never meant to be. Well, death couldn't find a way to hold her, and life couldn't bear to keep her out. Heaven and hell both decided they had to find a way to bring her down. She was the daughter of the Savior, the one who'd forsaken me. She was everything I lust for, but her and I were never meant to be. She was the daughter of the Savior, the one who'd forsaken me. She was everything I lust for, but her and I were never meant to be. Were never meant to be. She was born from the ashes of the broken. She was forged by the fires in the sea. She was cut from the diamonds that rained down from kaleidoscope skies in the breeze.